Blue, blue, blue. I got squeaky on that one. Hello, my blue math kiddos. 9-5 coming at you today. Today, as I told you, we were going to go through all the shapes. Today is circle day, circle day, circle day. A lot of C's today. So, you know how perimeter means the distance around a shape? Well, with circles, they had to change the word. I don't know why. You'll have to talk to the math people in heaven someday. But we have to kick out the word perimeter, and we're going to add the word circumference. And that is the distance around a circle. Same thing as perimeter. Now, with perimeter, we added all the sides. Well, this is a really crooked circle. I'm looking at it now. Sorry, I thought it was pretty good. Woo! Looks like a Fred Flintstone circle. You can't add all the sides in a circle when there are no sides, so maybe that's the reason why they had to give it a brand new word. There are two ways to find the circumference. Before I do that, I'm going to zero in on this hideous circle that I drew and talk to you about some vocabulary. I'm sorry, it really bothers me. If I were in the classroom, I would erase it and start over. Anyway, the dot in the middle of the circle is called the center. Okay. Then if you go from the center out to the edge of the circle, that's a radius. Center out to the edge. But if you go edge, center, edge, that's a diameter. It goes all the way through. So center to the edge is radius, but if you go edge, center, edge, it's a diameter. And then you get this oddball guy called the chord, and that's a line that goes from edge to edge, but it never touches the center. So there is some definitions as far as the circle goes, something that you should put in your measurement and geometry book. Again, you're going to keep these for Mrs. Zeidel next year, and you're going to use them as handy little tools. And so back to how you find the circumference. So you have a big or, as you can see. The symbol that you see here is the symbol for pi, P-I, not P-I-E, nothing to eat, sorry. And it is a Greek symbol, and it is representing the decimal 3.14, or if you needed it as a fraction, we call it 22/7. I know, this is kind of random. Our letters here, capital C is circumference, lowercase d is diameter, lowercase r is radius, and you can always go back to what a d and an r is over here. So, it's multiplying. When letters bump up against each other, we multiply. And so I didn't give you an example. So sorry. I'll just do one here in the book. I'll do one so that we can do it with mental math. So if a circle has a radius of 18 feet, I have to, and I'm going to get my finger out, if they give me the R, I have to do the R one, okay? So I'm going to take 2 pi R, 2 times pi times R. And what I can do in my head is just flip-flop and say 2 times R, which is 18, is 36. And then I can take 36 times pi, okay? And so that is going to get me 56.52, okay? That is in your textbook on number 12 on page 441 to give you some U-tries here. So again, if you just have the diameter, then you can use this guy and just do pi times your d. But if you have the radius, you have to do 2 pi r, or if you can follow me, in your head, you just double the r and times it by pi. So that's what we're doing today, just some multiplication with decimals, stuff that we've been doing since chapter 3, chapter 4-ish, multiplying with decimals, so no big deal. You just have to remember where your decimal goes back into your answer. That's pretty important. And with circumference, no fancy labels. It's not area. Nobody gets squared. It's just the plain old label again. As you take out your worksheet, I want you to do numbers 4 through 12. Okay, so I cut off some problems You are only doing 4 through 12. 4 to 12 on practice 9-5. You're going to take a picture of it and email it to me. Bye.